Good morning. Hello. Happy Tuesday. And it looks like we're going to be back to the LMS project today. I didn't get a chance to upload the YouTube video yesterday, so hopefully today or tomorrow I'll get that chance, and maybe we'll get some feedback, see whether or not there is anything else we can do for CRM, or if it's something else. So that's something else I'm a little bit worried about because we don't know what that is. Those ones are the worst. All right, so for today, I think we're on courses. Let's just run them all. Let's run all the tests and see where we're at. Oh, course articles page isn't passing accessibility anymore. It's not a good thing. Ensure that the page, or at least one of its frames, contains a level 1 heading. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's going to the right place. I think that's the problem. It's not going to the right place. I think I think there's some changes that we need to make to the test mock interceptor to make it work. You're so bad about leaving yourself some kind of notes or markers or something. You always spend like a good hour getting back into the correct headspace. Something we want to work on. Yeah, it is. It is interesting. Uh, doing like an hour and a half stream in the mornings has kind of forced me to develop that habit. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be much of a good the stream if like the entire time was me figuring out what we were doing. It's like, okay, we got 5 minutes of solid work in. See you tomorrow. That would slow us way down. All right, so this is not great. I need to fix this is gonna be a little bit more involved. So what I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do to remind myself about that one? Uh, comment probably. So let's head into end-to-end tests, accessibility tests. Okay, so we have this course articles here. It needs to be something like course articles 1, but I also need to make sure we pass in course articles. And it's sort of getting out of hand here. So I think what we need to do is basically say something like, in order to support course articles, we need to create a centralized GraphQL intercept with mock data. So that's basically actual like pain for. So how do I want to phrase this? Kyle has been on the stream here before. He's been in our Discord every once in a while chatting about this, where I think he and I have chatted about this thing called supple design, which comes from domain driven design, which is this idea that like as we're coding, we don't really know what we're supposed to do, and so we could plan for all the eventualities ahead of time, or we could just work on it, and then as pain points come up, like this is a major pain point, the work I would have to do to get this to work is not trivial, and I've already had to do that once here for tags. So therefore, it's gonna get worse. So I need some kind of centralized systems. That way, I'm not like putting this router for GraphQL stuff in front of everything. We just have it, well, for everything already. We could just call it and one place to define it. Now, I do have like the one data, but like I'm using it multiple times, which kind of sucks. So that would be a big test refactor. So I'm not necessarily looking forward to, but it will improve the tests quite a bit. All right, so there's that we have to work on. I'm taking that out, so that will make there. It's already gone out of here. All right, so those pass now. Courses don't pass. Can I make this bigger? I can't. So we have authors can add articles to courses. So we get here. I click the role by link. This role. Right. Okay. So what's happening here is I'm expecting one of these articles to already be over here. And so we can actually take a look at the mock data. So I have article IDs 1 here. So this our course list has a single mock data, a single course already associated with it. So when we get that, what I want is the one with 1, which should be this one, the refined steel hat in this case. That should already be over and assigned. And that's what it's yelling at me about. It's saying, hey, give me the column. So give me both of the columns, but give me one that has this heading assigned. And then inside, like with that, also get a button that has articles of 1, which would be refined steel hat. So that's what we're working on today, is making it so that if we've already assigned it, when we load into this page, this one shows up over here and assigned. So what do we need to do for that? That would be, I guess, like, first of all, am I querying and I'm getting that data? Like that's a good question. Let's go to database queries. I guess it would be, oh no, it's not the article titles, because that's just getting them all. I need to get, I don't think it's just course articles. Is it just queries? Okay. I need to go see what. We go to API courses. I think, okay, so it's the courses. Get, that's going to be a store course. Oh, yeah, and look at this. We don't have, there's no, what is it called? There's no article IDs inside of here. So again, another thing is I wasn't sure what the model would be for this, because I realized that it's not exactly a join table. I want to be able to control the order of the IDs, and a join table, I would have to go in and like update, like maybe have like an order ID they'd update, and if I want to insert in the middle, it like just makes it a big mess. So what I've done is I've created in the model, in the database model, I've created an article IDs column, and that's just a JSON object, so it can have an array of, well, IDs. So basically an array of I64s. And so I need to get that out of here. So Looks like store course and then also list LMS courses. So let's go to list. Wherever list LMS courses is. So it's database queries. This one, list LMS courses. Okay, so that's LMS courses here. I think you're supposed to be like that, which means I can now add in a article IDs. Okay, you're not super unhappy about that. I already have the save function working. I think I did that on Sunday off stream when I went to a cafe. Uh, so now it's about getting these. Okay, so if I have that there, there's the there's not API courses. It's now stores course store. Oh yeah, and here's the store course, and so I need article IDs is going to be a vector of I64. Okay. All right, so here's now where I need to grab this. So we need article IDs, and that's going to be API course dot. Am I not allowed to get article IDs from this? I'm a little worried it's not auto completing that. No field article IDs. Okay. So it doesn't see that. So what's wrong with you? So this is in our API courses. Response. Okay, so I am saved. This is in the database. You. Oh, LMS courses. Okay, this one might also miss it. Oh yeah, that was it. Because that makes it find it. Okay, cool. So that compiles successfully now. I'm a little bit concerned that it's not actually what will work. Well, that's not great. Okay, so we have a problem here. What's our problem? Response errors. Oh, field article ID is not found in type LMS courses. Okay, so let's go digging around. In LMS courses, oh, it doesn't have it here. Oh, because I need to rerun the migrations, I think. Okay, hold on. We can do that. Up here in database, I already got pulled, right? Yeah, I did it in the other profile. That's what happened. Okay, so the Sura, we'll do Sura metadata apply. Oh, it's not just metadata, it's the migration too. Sura migrate apply. And then I want to do a metadata apply, and then you're happy. Okay, so now come back to here, refresh, maybe. Okay, still no. Okay, article ideas does exist on here now though. So we have that. Permissions. Oh, this is probably it. So public here has only partial select on. That's our next problem. If I come into here, select permissions, cannot. Okay, so anybody is not allowed to see the article IDs associated with this. I think that you should be allowed to see the article IDs. I can't think of any reason like security wise why seeing the article IDs would cause a problem. It's the articles themselves that like you obviously don't want to see unless you've, got the course. So let's add those in there. All right. Okay, so in metadata, database, default tables, courses. Okay, public can get article IDs. Okay, so by doing that, metadata isn't it? Okay. Did I do it to the wrong thing? I probably did it to the wrong thing. Nope, nope, nope. What did I do that to? Oh, I probably did it to courses, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did it to public courses, which is the old courses. And what I want to do this to is metadata LMS courses. This one. Okay, so here's public. So for select, the public can get article IDs. An author can get article IDs. An auth. Okay, and then the rest of it is insert. Okay, no longer in a bad state. If we come back here, hit refresh, there we go. We see our courses again. So if I go to Axem, course articles, all right, let's put in that article. I hit save. I wrote this stuff on Sunday, so we saved that to the course. If I hit refresh now, it doesn't do anything. Okay, but I should be able to see in the network for LMS articles specifically. Oh, I don't want LMS articles. I want. Am I not getting the course at this point in time? Oh, I'm only seeing one GraphQL query here. When I hit refresh and I go straight to here. And that is this one, which only gives me the LMS articles. Well, that's a thing. Now, if I come to home, go to courses, this will give us the LMS courses. Go to you. I should have those now. It still doesn't work, but okay. So I need to load the courses at a better time. Basically, I need to load this specific course when I get to here. I need to load this specific course. All right, so what is that going to be? I want pages, course articles. So I need to set up. Okay, so before I can mark this as loaded, I need to also get the courses, which I think we can do. Okay, so here I have my futures, spawn local. Okay, get article titles. That's fine. So maybe before I get the article titles, I also get this specific course, which means I need the ID of this specific course, which I have here in props. Okay, course ID. Okay, so that's going to move into here. And then I want to move it into here. I think I have to explicitly clone it, don't I? That one should work because that i64 implements copy. But this one here, I don't think is actually going to do what I want. I think I have to explicitly clone it. Now we're going to move into here. And then we have access to. So at this point, I could do another match. I want to get by ID. And this is something I would like Helix to do, is like show me when I get to this point without having to do anything else. Show me what variable is here. Like what do I need to do first? It's just the ID. Okay. So course ID. So if I match, we await. Okay, I think I want to stay on this page. So then we're gonna just do our alert dispatch. I think I need to clone it here. So that way I don't take ownership of it away. Okay, that gives me that, and then I need the course store, don't I? Which I don't have. Okay, let's load up the course store. Okay, so I have you. Now that will automatically move into this first level. Oh, but I'm gonna need to have access to this outside. So we do need to clone this in. Both first ad, hello. It took you 2 weeks of work to solve the knapsack assignment. You finished the Sudoku solver we were assigned in one night, and even made it harder by working with bitwise operations on a 1D array instead of a grid. Interesting. So, congratulations. Good job on getting all that done. Okay, so I move effect the course dispatch in. I'm going to need this again because right before we go in here, we have to dispatch you. I'm doing good. Thank you both for that. Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. We're just all hanging out working on our stuff here. All right. So, course dispatch, we get that. Okay, so I cloned you again, so now I can move you into here. So now I have access to you. Now I need to do a course dispatch. I want to reduce mute. I probably could do the futures. Except I don't. I should play around with that a little bit more. There's some interesting features here that I haven't really played with. Okay, so I now have core state. Core state has a list of courses. Um, I need to. So I have this specific store course. I want to stuff the store course in there because I think okay. So what do we have? We have store course state dot courses, which then has it's a vector of store course, right? So I can stuff this course in there, but I don't want to just push it in because what if we already have it? I need to replace one in there. Is there a replace? There's no replace. Is there like a find and replace? There's a find map. No, I don't think that's what I want. I could do a find, and so if it finds it, it's going to return an option with the self. That's not necessarily what I want, unless I wanted to like remove the previous one and then just replace it wholesale with what we have in the database. Or do I just want to update what we have with what we have in the database? I mean, find map actually might work there. Applies function to the elements of iterator and returns the first none result. Does it actually change it though? This example here is really confusing to me. It's not telling me that is it oh, it's iter. Oh, so it's not owned. So the map is so find map is going to make a change to it, but only in the returned thing, not in the thing that it found. So this thing still exists in there as a string. You exist as a number. Oh, that's I don't like that. Is there like I can't find like an index. I guess I could do a find if I do an iter uh enumerate and then we find, and so then this will be the store course. Oh, but it's not quite that easy, right? It's like index and store course. So I don't want this to be mute. Not if I'm doing this. So I want to find you if the store course, okay, so store course dot if your ID is equal to course dot ID. Okay, so return that. So if I find you, this is going to be the store course. Oh, nice. Okay, so this gives me, it's an option with the index inside. So if we find it, okay, so let's do an if let some, and then we can break this out. We'll do an ID, an index, and then the course equals to that. Okay, so if let sum is this. I take that. Okay, let's save it and make sure it. There it goes. That's a little bit nicer. All right, so if let sum, we now have access to the index of this and the store course. So this already exists in the store. So now I want to replace this. Now we have this course state here. Hopefully I should be able to. I might have to like exit out with the index and then do this in the next line so it doesn't think that I still have core state. I mean, I actually might inside the block still have core state mutably borrowed up on line 86. I'm a little bit concerned about that. So if I do core state dot courses, now can I don't think there's a replace, right? So I can remove index. Okay. Doesn't seem to hate that. So if I found it, remove it. Regardless of afterwards, now let's just push it on. So we're gonna do course state, courses, and we're gonna push course. All right, it compiled. Yay. All right, so I have access to, okay, so I should now have the latest version of the course that we have in a database. Should now be in here. Okay, so I have you. Tinshin, hello. Okay, so you did successfully find out that the LMS is the llama management system. Exactly. Yes. But you can't figure out what U is. I mean it's a tree. We're planning on making llama management system with a whole bunch of trees. And there are only U trees now. Just because of the pun potential. On the serious note, the LMS stands for Learning Management System, biodiversity and climate friendly. Exactly, yeah. So the LMS stands for Learning Management System. It's basically going to be a place you can go to purchase courses, consume courses, take them, and do all the learning type stuff. And U is the framework that we're using, and it's something that allows us to write Rust and run it in a browser. It's also going to be one of the courses. So hence one of the big reasons I'm programming with it is I want to make sure I continue to grow and get better in U, especially if I do a real larger project with it. I can teach it even better. Okay, so if you've ever worked with React, you should be extremely familiar to you because it's modeled after React. So we have use effect, we have use hooks, we have function components. Everything that you would love everything you love and hate from React is also here. Actually, I think there's some things that are not quite as bad that are better here. But that might just be, preference. Okay, so I've loaded you. Probably make sure that this still works. So if I hit refresh, all right, I'm now seeing two requests here. So we've got LMS courses by primary key. I see you. That's great. Article IDs. I'm seeing nothing. So didn't I put that in there? Aren't don't you have something? Or did I reset you? Well, let's try. So I add you in, hit save, hit refresh. Oh, there it is. Okay, article IDs now has 3 into this. You're trying to avoid getting too much into front end. You don't have flair for it, so it's always an ugly result. I think one of the secrets to good front end work, like regardless of whether or not it's like a front end is a desktop app or anything else, is to find a designer and ask them to help you or hire them. Like it's a secret. It's like the secret that you could do is like you don't know how to design it. That's fine. Money solves it. And then it is potential if you go to like a design college, you can get students who will be cheaper. And if you're both learning stuff, then you can just trade services. You can build them the thing that they've designed that they don't know how to build, and they can design you the thing that you can build that you don't know how to design. All right. So now they have this article as IDs. I want the assigned articles to show up over here. Now, what's happening is on initial load, there's so many things happening on initial load. I'm not super happy about that. We have these assigned article titles, and I just start here. So I think I need to get rid of you and move you up to the top. And then in the use effect, so when we first start this, we need to set the assigned article titles to be the thing that we want. So I also need to clone this in. So that goes there, and then need to do the same thing here. Move it inside of you. So as soon as we get these courses, I do a course dispatch. Maybe before I add this into the store, I want to put the IDs into the assigned article titles. Oh, but uh, I need the other thing. Eh. So I have two requests that are happening. I'm keeping track of one of them with this loaded set true thing here. I'm setting that at the end of you. I should actually move that in to the wasm bind gen. So that way I can, okay. So we'll put this here. Coding Guard fan, hello. Good morning. How are you doing? Okay, so is that compiling? That is compiling. Okay, so loaded. Okay, so I don't load until we have both of these. So now, if loaded is true, I know that I have both the get article titles and I have the specific course loaded, or at least I know that I have access to that course in here. which then means that I should be able to stuff the set the assigned article titles now, and then also remove the article titles from the other one. So I have up here this if 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 we're loaded return result, I need to do some logic in here now. So in here, I need to find, okay, I need to find and get all of the assigned article titles, which kind of sucks. So let's get the assigned article IDs. We have access to the okay, so I want this to be the course store. I don't know if I need this available anywhere else, so I think I can just use it right here. So I want to use the course store and find the specific ID that we're looking for. So that will be another one of those if let sums. This will be the store course. We'll have the course store dot courses. Don't think I can find yet. I need to iterate. Then we can do a find. I can reverse find it. That actually should be faster because we potentially just pushed it on to the very end of it. So if I do an rfind, this is going to be a course. Okay, so we have a course. We want to return this if the course dot ID equal to the course ID. Okay, and if we do, we now have access to the store course, and if we don't, well, that's a problem. So basically, we at this point, the next thing we want to do is remove. No, we want to. Oh, I guess we want to remove article. Remove articles from available and put into assigned. Now, if we couldn't find it, that's a problem. That means that we really shouldn't be here. Like things aren't working, so we need to error out. So I could do a log error, but I don't think I necessarily need to. I think we can just do a alert dispatch. Oh, I need a clone first. Okay, so we could not find the course could not find the course we are adding articles to. And that's it. So you compile, so I should not set that. Cheesaloo Pav, why not store courses in a hash map to make it easy to find by ID? That would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? Also, good morning. Yeah, we could. That might be a good idea to refactor. Okay, so that's working. I don't get the error showing up. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Then I can just go straight in and grab it. It doesn't actually change that much because it's still going to be an option coming out here. It does make it faster to grab it. So that might be a good where do I want to put notes to? Yeah, it's O of one versus O of n. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Although I don't have that many courses, so it's not gonna be like that big of a deal until I like unless I become, extremely ubiquitous. I don't know what the right word would be. I would need to write tons of courses for it to actually be a problem. Like right now we have like four. So I don't know if we'd be saving that much time, but it might make it easier to deal with since we can still iterate through it an object. Well, I guess like I need to also determine if I want to control the order that they show up in the pages. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this. Of like design. So like it's a business decision almost. Strangely enough, uh, that will dictate the tech decision, or at least the business decision. Like the tech decision will have a B tree map, right? I keep on forgetting about the B tree map. I think we've used it like once, and it worked just fine. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I like it. Where should I put my list of things that I want to do? I don't have any stickies down here. I moved them all upstairs, and now I don't have any notepads. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to write on a whiteboard. Okay, so this is gonna be refactor. Like, I want courses in store to a I guess like hash map for faster indexing. Or I guess faster retrieval by indexing. For faster get by. Okay. I don't actually like to use to do tags to do comments very often, mostly because I lose them. And I know there's like tools to go through and like sort of find them and let you know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like them. I feel like what I have is I have a bunch of stickies for all the things that I'm working on. I'm doing it sort of like agile style. So this will become another sticky that I add to the list. And because this is not really affecting this very much, and when I do the change, it will yell at me about like how I'm grabbiness. Maybe. Actually, would that? If I change that into a hash map, this might work as expected. I don't remember. But okay. So I have the store course. I want to get the article IDs. So I want to then iterate through the article IDs. And then okay, so let's not be too far indented. Let's do article ID. These will be course article IDs. So I want course start. Why can't I find? What are you? You're okay. So I've got a course right here that's a store course. Course dot. Wait, what are you? If while not snippets? Like what? Why do you think I need to do that? I'm trying to return something out of here. Hold on. Oh, if this is an if it's an else, it's not going to want that. Ah. Okay, so maybe I mean, I guess I have to do a early return here if I do an else, so I'd have to return result at this point in time here. Then I could do okay. Course. Okay, that's not course dot. Okay. Can't find value course. Oh, because it's store course. I was looking at this course, and I need to be looking at this course. So store course. Okay, that makes more sense. So store course cannot move out of store course article IDs. That's fine. We'll clone you. I mean, it's just going to be a vector of article IDs. I could. No, I don't. I don't want to maintain a connection into the store. So cloning is probably better. And it's just going to be a vector of I64. So it's not like huge or big. Okay, so we have you here. Now I can continue down here. So I have the article IDs. I need to find all of the article IDs that are in the other one. So in the available course titles, and then I want to remove them from there and push them into the other one. Is there a better way to handle the alert? What do you mean? Oh, then like doing this dispatch like that? Probably. I've already like it's a returning result, and based on error we can alert. Yeah, we might be able to do that. Although this is an option. So it's not I guess I can convert it into an error. We can convert it into an error or yeah, and then we have the alert state afterwards. Let's come back to that and see how else we would use it too. And then we can do like a single refactor at the end. Because I'm not exactly sure how I would use it or how I want to use it because I think there might be multiple of these in here, but maybe not also. All right, so article. Okay, so once I have the article IDs, I now need to loop through the article IDs. So this would be let's just do a simple for loop. So this would be a course article ID. That way you can have one alert manager, and based on various states, it can alert instead of having alerts in every component. Oh, well, yeah. So I guess like the big thing is like the alert really isn't necessarily in every component. I'm updating the state that will then put a banner out based on different things that are happening. So it needs to happen in each component as opposed to everything else. So that way I can't really return a component with a alert because that goes to code that I don't control. That would be the U code. So I do need to do something here. I could potentially like um, make things a little bit cleaner for how the alert dispatch works. We could potentially do something like that. Okay, so course article ID. Now I need to, okay, so for each one of these, I want to go into the available articles. So again, available articles. I already have that right here. It's cloned. I am using that, which means I'm going to need to clone that if I want to do anything with it. And like set it out. Ugh. Not really. This turning into like a really big component. I'm not super happy about it. It's already making me sort of like think there's probably better ways for me to organize the functionality of this, maybe into different functions or something else. But I think I need to see what I'm doing first, and then we can like maybe figure out a refactor for it. I'm also running out of time for getting it done, so we're probably not going to get this done today. Okay, what's next? I have here for each one of these, I need to find it in available articles and remove it. There was something about that, right? Uh, do I could do available articles. I don't think I want. There's also a let else, so I can do like if let else. Huh. I don't think I've looked into that before. That might be interesting. Take while. Take while takes a closure as an argument. It'll call this closure on each element of the iterator and yield elements while it returns true. After false is returned, take while's job is over, and the rest of the element. Oh no. That's not right. Because like the first one would be while. So like, this is just continuously taking. Okay, so let sum equals. Oh right, because you don't have to use an if anymore. Oh, I keep on forgetting that's a new thing. Yeah, I remember that I could just do the let binding and the match that way. Yeah, so that could definitely help. I bet. I bet. So find takes this, but it's not going to find. Is there like a find take? I don't think so. I guess we could do a filter. Oh, because I have multiple of these, that might work. Oh, okay, hold on. I can do this maybe in a different order. So I have a list of these course article IDs. So what if I don't do that? What if I instead do let I want okay, so I want here to be the articles that I want to put into like the used articles. Twisted Seed, hello. So these are going to be I don't know, articles. These are assigned full articles, and then I want to stuff these into article titles once I get there. So let assigned articles equals, all right, we're going to do where course article, no, we're not going to start with course article IDs. We're going to start with available articles. We're going to get an iter for that. We're going to filter. Give me the available article, and I want now inside of here, I want the available article that ID. Available article dot ID. Now, is there something like oh, it might be the opposite. Now I want to use. So we're gonna have a move. Uh, this will be the course article IDs. Arumil, hello. Happy coding. How are you doing today? Course article IDs. So I want to say, hey, contains. So returns true if the slice contains an element with a given value. Perfect. So I want contains, and this is going to be the available article dot ID. It's probably a reference, isn't it? Okay, course article contains. So if it contains this, it's going to return true. And if it doesn't contain it, it will return false. If it's true, we then are now going to get these. Then I want to collect them into a vector of whatever this is, article, like that. It's probably I'm probably going to run into an ownership problem here. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you're really going to be a vector of that. There we go. Okay, so I have a vector of references to articles. And it'd be nice if I could just take it, but I don't think I can without something else. So once I have that assigned articles, I now want to stuff these into the assigned article titles. So now we can just do assigned article titles. We're going to set you to be assigned articles. I think I have to clone you because it's like state and that kind of stuff. That's fine. What assigned articles? If I clone that, that doesn't. Oh, is there something I could do? I guess I can map this. So I can map. Uh, we'll have the article, and then I want to just article.clone. Can I two owned you? I can two owned you. Wait, could I two owned you down here instead of clone? No. Okay, so it doesn't like that. So we can do we'll map you again article. Oh wait, I keep on forgetting that I can do this. I think I can do two owned two owned, but without the parentheses, and that will now run two owned on everything, and then you become that. I don't need you anymore. And now you're happy. Okay, so if we take a look at the code here, if I hit refresh, are you just really upset now? Oh. Infinite loop. That's so for loaded, it's doing this forever, like over and over and over and over and over again, and that's not kind of cool. So I need to. Oh man, why do I have to have so many complex loading? Why do I have to have a complex loading state? Why did I do this to myself? Okay, so the problem here is if we're loaded, do all this stuff. The problem, of course, is that if I do all this stuff every time we're loaded, every time we refresh, it sets the state. If we set the state, it refreshes, and we can never get off the wild ride. We're just on here going around the merry-go-round infinitely until we just pass out and die. So I have this I have this loaded here. I don't want to, but it will make it really fast if I just do this as another state here where I can just say, hey, this is not loaded, but this is like really loaded. Um, that's a bad use for this. But like, okay, if loaded is true and destructured and really loaded is false. Okay, so and false of destructured, really loaded. This is a terrible name. I don't like it already. Then we get down to the bottom of this. Okay, that is that one. So I want, before I return the result, before I return out of here, we're going to say really loaded, and we're going to set you to be true. We're really loaded now. Are you happy? Please stop. Okay, and that shows up here. It also shows up here, but it's now showing up in assigned. So that's great. So if I come over here, this course, which I should probably put a name of the course in here so I can see what we're doing. But okay, we'll do like here, why learn you? If I, look at that, we're just making infinite requests now. Okay, so infinite requests. Okay, so if we're loaded and we're not really loaded, then do this. If we are loaded and we're also really loaded, I have to do this up above here so it doesn't run anything else. Okay, great. We stopped infinitely loading everything. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. We need to figure out a better way of doing this. I don't know if I need to like break this out into multiple components or something else. Luckily, I have a couple days that I'll be able to think of this. But all right, so I have this showing up here. The next thing would be to remove it from over here. So that way, when all articles show up, now I think our tests are going to be happy. It's looking for it over on the left. I mean, it's visible. Ergonomic wooden pizza. It's looking for that. It is visible. Oh, we have a problem loading the course. Oh, that happened all the way back here. All right. Could not find course. Okay, if it could not find the course, all right. Well, we could. We're leaving ourselves some breadcrumbs for us to, or for me to follow next time. Um. So, is there something? Oh, yeah, I could just do that. Could not find course. Could not. Yeah, error getting course. Could not find course. Oh, it's probably error getting course. Error getting course. There it is. So it's this one. This is part of get by ID. Didn't work, and we didn't return the thing. Probably because I'm not intercepting, which is part of the intercept GraphQL testing stuff that I'm doing. So, bunch of little stuff sort of hitting. But unfortunately, also it's 8:26, and I have my day job I have to get to, and I can't just do this all day, which is I'd love to do, but unfortunately I can't do that. So let's go ahead and end here. So let's quit out of view. All right, so commit m. Thank you, Ramil. Hope that you all have a good day too. Let me get these committed and pushed up so I don't forget about them. Because I'm not streaming tomorrow. Because it's Wednesday, so I'll be back. I'll be back on Thursday for this. And I usually don't have time to work on it on Wednesdays either, so it'll be several days between then and now. I don't have a playlist for that. Also, in Outworld, hello. What kind of playlist are you looking for? Like music playlist or playlist of videos? Get commit. Okay, so what is this? This is, I guess, like adding articles to courses, um, showing existing articles attached to courses. All right, I'll push you up. Now we also did something to database up here. So this is updated metadata to allow everyone to see which articles are attached to a course. Oh, the music. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how to show that. I am using where is it? This? Yeah, A. That's my it's my Windows machine. Here it is. I'm using this soundtrack by Twitch Beta, and we're specifically on the jazz station. So that's what I'm on. So I don't actually know, like it's I don't have access to the playlist. Like I can't create playlists, and it's the station. So um I think that you can see the names of uh the music as it's playing, but also like this thing allows it so that it strips out the audio before it goes to the VODs. So anybody who's like listening to this doesn't actually hear any music. And so we can gaslight everybody to think that like we actually weren't listening. I don't know. I don't know how we can gaslight for this, but I'm sure we could. Okay, so I get committed. Let's push that up. LMS, we did that one, and then YCL. I don't think I did anything here. Says, yeah, we're good here. Do I have an MVP link of the LMS? Yes, I do. So that is, I don't have it here. It is learning. No. That was my GitHub. This one. So this is what's deployed, and so basically, anytime that I push out anytime I push out a commit to the main branch, and the tests all pass and everything else does, it pushes this up and this gets deployed. So this works in a matter of speaking. So you can create an account, you can log in, you can get a link to Discord, you can see a list of courses, which I've created this one here, which is doesn't have anything in it. It basically just shows this right now, and that's it. That's pretty much all you can do. And so right now I'm working on a bunch of stuff that I can do as an author, which hopefully I'm the only one that can log in as an author. I am due for like refreshing that account, so like changing all the passwords and everything else, because I kind of use that on stream all the time, and creating my own real one that I don't use on stream. But then besides that, it I think the interesting things will happen shortly, right? Like as soon as I can add articles to a course, then we can start displaying the articles, and then you can go in and start like viewing and taking a look at stuff. So with that, thank everybody for hanging out with me today. As I mentioned, I'll be back on Thursday morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Time, to continue on this project, unless we have more information about the CRM thing for the Axum course that we did on YouTube. If I get that information, then I will um then I'll do that. Oh, why is this website? Okay. Yeah. So there's it's only one theme. It's just this is white. When I program on my own, I do in the normal white theme. Yeah, I have Dark Reader on. So Dark Reader absolutely is on. It looks like a normal white theme otherwise. We'll eventually have a dark theme for it, but that's not MVP. That's something else. So sorry about that if I flashed your eyes. So anyways, I hope that you all have a great rest of your Tuesdays. Have a great Wednesday, and I will see you next time. Bye.